Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the American... I was about to say revolution, I'm not sure why, but... the American Civil War, of course. And now we're gonna take San Antonio, Lower Texas, and split the Confederacy in two. Now, the last 6 or so episodes have been fine. There hasn't been a crash. I've done my best to protect against it, but now for this one, for this here battle, I've had 2 crashes already. So, instead of doing what I normally do when I dismount and I strategically move around, what we're gonna do is just mass cavalry charge until every single Confederate lies dead on the field. That is what I will do. And hopefully we can finish the battle and move on to greater things. We have that battle, or we have what's his face? Grant moving in on. I'll have this one to bombard them, and I'll have this one for close support. But most of my cavalry will just charge headlong into damnation. So let's go ahead and start this. Start off by targeting the enemy. There will be enemy units coming up through here, so what I want to do is they'll have trouble getting through these logs, so I'll ride up and we'll set up some canister, but otherwise we'll rely heavily upon the cavalry charge. I'll split it up a bit, so we'll have the larger units ready to attack. I guess this one will stay in reserve, together with this one as well. That unit has been destroyed. Limber up, unlimber, go to canister, see what range we have. Yeah, we have pretty good range there. The other one will situate it in a similar angle. Right, we got this here troop. We'll start off by sending in this one that will come in from the back, and then we'll have these guys kicking in the front door. Custer coming in. Cannons. See if we can move. Yes, move them up. Here we go. The larger unit, smash into that one. You will smash into that one. Smash into that one. 2 smaller ones, smash into the center one, and you will have that over there. These 2 will swing around, come hit the enemy in the backsides. Charge the cavalry! And then we got similar cavalry charge going in there. This one is already breaking, but it's lost a lot more than the others. The others fared pretty well actually against my cavalry charges. We'll continue after that one. Let's make sure that this one routes, sending this in. This one, however, I think we're gonna go ascend after these. Canister is ready. And these guys should be ready soon. Yep. Let them just get themselves into a position. You know what? Go back. Canister will deal with anything that comes this way. Right. Set up. So that it's giving up. Then charge this one. It's coming dangerously close to canister range. Hopefully he's not aware of that. The enemy has been sent off. Form up and prepare yourself. He's about to walk into canister range. And there he should have activated the cannons, which will now lay down. Fire into his flank. Cannons have turned. They're moving into position. Boom! Here comes the canister. Crush into the side there. 11 soldiers dead. Given that we fired so many canister shots, it's maybe a little bit disheartening that only 11 people died from it. The main attack force, and then this one, the Vindettes, will use as flank. Here comes the real artillery firing in. Still, only 39 men has fallen from this unit. I think though, as I said before, it's a lot to do with the fact that they aim for the flank. And then just in general how the how inaccurate stuff seemed to be. You can see they fired there, not a single man fell, because it all just missed the unit, firing at the edge of the unit there. One good thing about these cannons compared with the howitzers is the fact that these, I think, reload a lot quicker. It's also the fact that they've got smaller caliber, so I guess that would be quicker to reload as well. So we're able to put down a lot of canister fire rapidly compared with what we would have done with the howitzers. However, the howitzers, of course, are able to fire shells which explode and cause a lot of damage. Yeah, moving into a thick formation might not have worked out too well for this unit. The enemy, however, is now moving into a position to fire upon us. The Vindettes will move to the flank, and the forwardmost units will charge. We've got about, let's see, what is it? About 600-700 cavalrymen starting up now, ready to charge into the enemy. Probably best to tell the cannons to hold fire at this point. Maybe we can get one more shot off from these guys. Oh, that unit took a hit, and they lost about 30 men. If you can get a canister going off before the charge here, just to weaken it a bit, that would be nice. You two fall down on that. You two will fall down. Actually, rethink that. Those two will go for that, and hold your fire. Charge the brigade, sir! Charge the brigade! And we smash in. They're actually being able to hold us here. So we weren't able to push straight through the unit like we normally do. So if we didn't have these troops to come in and attack the flank, or the rear, we might have been in real trouble, since they were able to hold their formation against the cavalry charge. But since we're now able to come in from both sides, we should force them to retreat quite quickly. We have that little small unit still marching around out there. I believe we are victorious with only this little unit remaining. I think if we hit it once, it will probably rout. Now I've sent every single cavalry trooper to take them out. Hold fire cannons. They're marching out into the open field. And here comes the cavalry.
Retreat!
It's a bit late now. The officer realizes his mistake, but he's killed soon after. Heroic victory. There was never a time when, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of swords. We only lost 163 men, and the enemy almost lost 2,000 men, and we took San Antonio, Lower Texas. And we've cut the Confederacy in two. And soon we will be able to take New Orleans as well, I hope, and then only the Confederate stronghold here in St. Augustine, Florida, will remain. And given the fact that we have amassed quite a lot of troops down here, once McClellan's ready to move with his veteran troops, you can see they have a lot of chevrons. Once they're ready to move, there won't be much left of this Confederacy. But I guess the last place to fall is this one out in nowhere. Maybe the Mexicans will take it. It seems as though it would be part of Mexico. I think, doesn't the border of Mexico go more like here than here? Seems strange. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn. I might want to bring down the Massachusetts regiment as well to take part in this fight, but they might just be too late. I would intercept, but there's a risk. I could save before entering the battle. There's a lot of yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. You can amass your troops in your province capital before we strike next turn. I think the British will be able to retake Canada before we do any more advancements up here. The Union taxes tobacco. On July the 1st, 1862, the United States Congress passes a tax on many items, including tobacco. This occurs as a result of the Union Army increasing its depth during the war and the federal government in need of additional revenue. Later, many of these taxes are repealed, but the tobacco tax remains. In fact, in 1868, the government's main source of income came from these lingering tobacco taxes. We probably can't move from this place just yet, so we'll have to hold on to that. It would be nice, of course, to take a place like Quebec, New France. We have smashed the enemy. And we hold quite a bit of territory now. However, we're gonna need this army is gonna need a lot more troops and stuff if they are to take this one, because most likely it's Custer's force that will move over to take that. And then I need to save up money so I can buy back Upper Texas from the Dutch. And then we should ready ourselves for the battle over here. And how's it going over here? One more turn, then they should be resupplied.
Sir. Orders?
And I do not dare right now to cause another battle, so we'll stay here. But otherwise I would have moved up and crushed these guys. We still got a full stack of Confederates down here. The question is if I dare move these guys out. There is a lot of resentment, I guess, from the local populace for us taking this. Let's see if there's any place that still goes untaxed. It's only this one. See, can I get away? No, I cannot get away with that. Also, my ministers, the army minister, I keep kicking the army minister out, but I never get. Ah, there we go. Now we actually get someone which has get some extra points in there. Morally impaired. I want to kick you out as well. And this one gets 1+ happiness for the lower classes, which is good. And we actually gain some points here. Upkeep -2% and the recruitment cost is -2. I wish I could get this guy into my cabinet. Look at all the points he has. He's honest, he's bonviant, pious, agrarian, he's got a mistress, and he's got a controller of works. So getting him in any of these positions would be great. At least I got a good guy on the army now. But my prime minister is morally impaired. The bastard. We've got the battle right here.
Sir.
The thing is, I keep forgetting how long I've done the videos. I've done quite a few that's been quite short, and I sort of feel that doing a battle here could drag on for quite a while, so I want to check how long I've actually been recording for. So we're gonna go ahead and save, and I'm gonna quickly just go ahead and check for how long I've been recording this episode. So after a quick check, I noticed that I've done about 17 minutes, so I think we could do with another battle over here. Oh, they accepted the surrender? That I did not expect. Now the Confederacy is really cut in two. They only have Florida left. And they've got Nashville in Chihuahua, which is a very strange name for a province. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn and see if they're going to attack here, or if we can get them to retreat over there and we can have one massive battle, which might crash. I thought about that right now. And also McClellan's not ready really. They still want Maryland. Why do they want Maryland? What's so important about Maryland? The Dix Hill Cartel. In the beginning of the Civil War, prisoners were exchanged right on the battlefield. A private for a private, a sergeant for a sergeant, and a captain for a captain. In 1862, this system broke down and caused the creation of large holding pens for prisoners in both North and South. On July the 18th, 1862, Major General John A. Dix of the Union Army met with the Confederate representative, Major General Daniel H. Hill, and a cartel was drafted providing for the parole and exchange of prisoners. This draft was submitted to and approved by their superiors. 4 days later, the cartel was formally signed and ratified and became known as the Dix-Hill Cartel. The Dix-Hill Cartel failed by mid-year for reasons including the refusal of Confederate government to exchange or parole black prisoners. They threatened to treat black prisoners as slaves and to execute their white officers. There was also the problem of prisoners returning too soon to the battlefield. When Vicksburg surrendered on July 4th, most of those Confederate prisoners were back in the trenches within weeks. The discussion on exchange lasts until October 23rd, 1862, where Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton directed all the commanders of place of confinement to be notified that there will be no more exchanges. This decision greatly affected the large number of prisoners in the North and South prison camp and the so-called holding pens, now becoming permanent prisons. Abraham Lincoln III got a comptroller, +2 management for treasury administration, -4 for global tax income. So we need to strike at these guys before they go too far north. We got a force here, and I believe this place we should be able to march out. Oh no. I was hoping we could march out and actually help this force on its attack on the units right here. And McClellan's force is ready to strike together with this one. We should be able to out-resolve this battle. Victory. Still we lost 700 men. But we pushed them out of this location. Did any of these guys suffer? Nope. We managed to push them out of there. But there's a lot of Confederates down here. It's gonna be interesting if they hide within the fort. We'll probably force to hold up here for quite a while, and then we're gonna have to recruit more units here. But I think it's time we moved on these fools. If I can move direct, let's move for this one. And let's go ahead and fight it. In every battle there comes a time when both sides consider themselves beaten. Then he who continues the attack wins. Let's see if this will be the case. Okay, so we're attacking a hill here, but we'll have enemy reinforcements coming in here and there. Let's see how this goes. This will be the main line. We got these guys, can place bombs, but very unlikely that the enemy will march upon them. And then cavalry there, and general, boom, seems like a plan. Are they dug in? No, but they got a hell of a lot of artillery. Holy hell. And they just murdered that cavalry unit. Advance the first line. The cavalry will get his revenge. Will quickly move around there and attack. Forward the brigades. They're aiming for my squads. Marching into this artillery fire is just hell. Oh, look at all the Confederates coming up there. We need to stop that artillery barrage as soon as bloody well possible. And what are my cannons firing at? The Confederates' cannons seem to be firing at such a high speed compared to us. Well, let's see what my guys are firing at. What they're actually hitting. My fire is very sporadic. Oh, what's this? The hell? Looks like some frontiers from the 1600s. Come on, get in there. Right, the enemy present themselves for us on the top of the hill. March around here. Same with you guys, march on this side. You will hold right there. As long as I cause a bit of trouble in among their lines. My Suave unit has given up. Maybe if I can move up closer there, maybe we can get protected by the hill. Right now it looks as though this battle is not going very well, just because of the Confederate artillery, which is really damaging us. My counter-artillery is not worth anything. It's better than that we hit the line infantry. Oh, they're putting a lot of pressure over here. It's better actually if we deploy these a bit back in case the front line has to retreat, which I think they will have to. Hold the line, men! Hold the line! Now I feel as though I should have actually put down some bombs. The Confederate, it looks as though they have a feel to charge us. It's going really badly over here. Get up here on the fence. Oh crap, both these units gave way. Confederates have been a bit overconfident. They kept moving their troops when they had the advantage on us. And we were able to put down quite a bit of fire on them.